We were just told by a passerby that there are some bears eating down some walnut trees somewhere down there, and that's what this is all about. I said to Ernie, if we were in Yellowstone, I'd think it was a bear jam. Well, we're in the Great Smoky Mountains, and it is a bear jam. We left our campground in Pigeon Forge and drove to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, which is approximately 10 miles away from Pigeon Forge.
Turn left at the traffic light.
cabin is way up there in the trees. We can't take Snickers up there, so we're just doing a drive-by. Beautiful meadow over there on the left. Methodist Church. Cade's Cove Methodist Church was built in 1902 in just 115 days for $115. The Cade's Cove congregation also began modestly meeting in a log structure with a fire pit and a dirt floor. As change came rather slowly in the Smokies, it took 62 years to get a newer, more modern building built by John D. McCampbell. The pretty white frame structure, which became the Cade's Cove Methodist Church. The building's two front door design was common in the 1800s in the Smokies. And the Cade's Cove Methodist Church Cemetery is one of 3 cemeteries associated with the church. There are a total of 114 graves, 106 of which are inscribed Randolph Shields as one of the most well-known names found in the Methodist Church Cemetery. More beautiful meadows. Missionary Baptist Church up here. Doesn't look too much different than the one we saw. There are 3 different churches in this small community, and they all preach the same thing, yet they all disagree. The Great Smoky Mountain National Park was chartered in 1934 by the United States Congress and officially dedicated by President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1940. The park includes Tennessee and part of North Carolina. The park straddles the ridgeline of the Great Smoky Mountains, part of the Blue Ridge Mountains, which are a division of the larger Appalachian mountain chain. The Great Smoky Mountain National Park is the most visited national park in the United States. The Great Smoky Mountain National Park is situated over 800 square miles. The effects of history are what allows for the vast array of plant and animal species found in the Smokies. The origins of the landscape stretch back billions of years, and the park is the most biologically diverse in the entire national park system. You've been in line for about a half an hour, going very slow on a one-way road, and the road eventually curves down and around to there, where the rest of the crowd is, and we'll be headed down that way as soon as we can.
There have been 2 bears eating.
We were just told by a passerby that there are some bears eating on some walnut trees somewhere down there, and that's what this is all about. I said to Ernie, if we were in Yellowstone, I'd think it was a bear jam. Well, we're in the Great Smoky Mountains, and it is a bear jam. We were told the bears were located at Abrams Falls Road, and we are right there. So we gotta go up and around the curve before we see them. And there's the traffic line. We got a ways to go yet to see if we even see the bear. People on that hill up there taking pictures, looking towards the bears, looks like. Guess we get to drive by. After all all this waiting. If I don't see a bear, I'm going to be disappointed. There's the bear. Going in the grass. You're going to scare the bear. Wait. The highlight of the trip so far, saw 2 bears chomping on some walnuts right next to the truck. One of them was right next to the truck. And it looks like we are back about where we started. We made the loop. Still on this beautiful Cade's Cove loop, coming back out the other way. Last stop was the visitor center and rest area. It wasn't the end like I thought. Hyatt Lane, that's halfway. Dan Lawson Place. That's the cabin. There. Another cabin. I don't see a sign. It's a nice cabin. It's almost modern day. More on the other side. There's the cabin back there in the woods. No stop. A little rain. Cool things off. I hope you enjoyed the tour of our little drive around Cade's Cove, Tennessee. It has a lot of history. There are some interesting buildings and many trails which we couldn't go on because we have Snickers. And my favorite part of this little drive was seeing the bears. If you're interested in the history, please come to Cade's Cove, Tennessee. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.